Thank you for joining us for a special KBRFradio.com video streaming production. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Otter Power Company and your Otter Power Company pregame show. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeouts. Ugsted Plumbing and Heating with your game time and temperature. Viking Cafe and Fergus Falls Apothecary with your keys to the game. Olson Oil Card Express and your Olson Oil Card Express postgame show. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Idaho County AIS Task Force. Liberty Business Systems. Service Food of Fergus Falls Monument. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Idaho Coaches and FM Bank of Fergus Falls. Running Stitches, Arneson Agency, and by Midwest Printing. Now for the pregame, let's head out to the court.
All right, welcome to Fergus Falls High School. It is Kennedy Secondary School, the Gold Gymnasium. Central Lakes girls basketball tonight, Friday night basketball. We got snow outside, and we have beautiful weather inside. Tonight we are on KBRF, 1250 AM, and also streaming on the Fergus Now app. And I got Derek Sidian with me. He's producing the video tonight. Appreciate him for that. We're actually going to get right after it here on the Otter Tail pregame show with head coach Josh Steer. So he makes his way up here. I'm going to get your microphone on here. Can you hear me okay, Josh?
Yep, sure can.
Okay, so here we are, 15 minutes away from game time. Central Lakes Conference. You're playing against the number 5 seeded team in the state. Number 1 in the Central Lakes Conference, undefeated. So a chance to put a couple marks against Alexandria tonight in a Central Lakes Conference matchup at home. The first time we played them, January 6th, I believe, came out of there with a 76-56 loss. Let's talk about just quickly about a couple of the games that happened since we talked to you last, and that was before the Sartell game.
Yep.
Girls brought out great energy that night, avenged an early season loss to Sartell, ended up winning 61-37, I believe, in that game. Got you guys in a tie for second place in the Central Lakes Conference. Obviously a boost to the QRF. Talk a little bit about the girls' effort last Thursday night against Sartell.
Yeah, that was a really complete game for us, I thought. We really played well, I think, in both aspects of the game, offensively, defensively. I liked how we transitioned in between both of those. Really ran the floor well, I thought. But I thought our defense was outstanding. You know, in the second half, I was really happy to look out there and see on the other side of the floor how well we were defending, and it was just one of those things that it looked like we had more people on the floor than 5 because we took a lot of things away from them. You know, they wanted to get the ball inside. We took that away. We guarded the arc really well, I thought, and that a little bit of pressure every once in a while mixed in. I thought we caused some trouble for them getting into a rhythm offensively, and then we converted those into some points on the other side of the floor. So it's always good when we're scoring in the 60s.
So beat Sartell last Thursday, then you traveled to Brainerd on Tuesday night. And Brainerd was a game that kind of, at the time, we felt, and I know you felt really good about, a big physical team that we beat them by 9 here. Tuesday night, a little different story there. They were a little more physical. We didn't come out of the gate and perform real well in that one, did we?
No, you know, I felt like we weren't really locked in, I don't think, mentally on that one. I think we got off the bus and kind of thought, hey, we can just show up and that's good enough. And when you play teams like Brainerd and Alec and Sartell, you can't just show up and win. You got to execute, and I felt like we were pretty flat. You know, on the defensive side, felt like we couldn't guard anybody. On the offensive side, we looked lost. Communication breakdowns all over the place. You know, we had girls checking into the game, didn't know who they were going in for, and then when they did, you know, they didn't know who they were matched up with on the defensive side, and we gave up some buckets that way. So, you know, we probably wasted the first half of that game. We probably wasted the first 5 to 6 minutes of the second half of that game, and I was happy with the way that we battled in the second half. We got the lead down to 10, I think, at one point, and had an opportunity with the ball in our hands. But it was just one of those nights, you know, we didn't shoot the ball very well. Bryn didn't shoot the ball very well, and if she's not putting the ball in the bucket for us, it's hard to come by a lot of points. So, you know, we battled hard. I thought we hung with them, and every time we made a little bit of a run and dented their lead, they just hit a couple shots that extended it, and That's why they're one of the best. They're the top, or close to the top couple seeds in their Section 8 4A, and they're at the, behind Alexandria. They're towards the top of the conference too. So it's always good to play those teams in February, and those are good games to play. Those competitive games against good teams. And unfortunately for us, we didn't play a 36-minute game that night.
So moving on to tonight, Otters come into the game. Your club 15-5. They're 8-3 in the CLC, 6-1 in Section 8 3A. Currently second to Alexandria. QRF rank is 12th in the state. Scoring 64, giving up 41. Alexandria scoring 76 and giving up 46. As I mentioned, 20-point loss in Alec. Alec was really kind of three different games, really. Super slow start, right? 9-0.
Yep.
Battled your way back, took the lead 24-21.
Yep.
And then ended up eventually down 3 at half, 34-31. And then, we kind of talked about this after. They really came out and hit us hard with transition offense the second half, and we didn't have the legs to keep up with them. So obviously tonight, when we talk about the Viking Cafe and Fergus Apothecary keys to the game tonight, here's what I wrote down, and you tell me what you think about them. I feel like our turnovers, we got to have 12 or less to have a shot at winning. I feel like our stars need to be stars tonight, right? Bryn got off to a slow start the other night.
Yep.
Really tough first half for her. You don't see that much. Can't afford to have that tonight. Her and Ruby, they got to score, and they got to score early. And then I think the bench has to contribute. Not that they got to score 35 points, but they got to be able to give somebody a rest so that your girls have some legs the second half to prevent really what happened in the second half in Alexandria. Yeah. Am I close?
No, I think you're spot on. You should come give the pregame speech because that's money right there. Yeah, you're right. We have to limit their transition offense. We got to run the floor better on transitioning into our defense. Hard to do that if you're turning the ball over. So yeah, you got to take care of the basketball. Secure the rebound, and let's play in the half court, and let's make this a low scoring affair because they like to put up points, and they also defend really, really well. So if this is a half court affair, and we're gonna have to keep it under 60 because they make it really hard to score points, and you got to do that by taking care of the basketball. You can't give them extra possessions. You have to limit them to one shot per possession because you can't give them extra shots in a possession either. And if you do those little things, you win the battle of the boards, you win the turnover margin, you give yourself a really good chance. And yeah, I think that they shot the ball really well when we played there the first time. And a lot of that was because they were shooting pretty open layups, I would say.
Yeah.
In the second half, I looked at their stats from our first meeting, and it was they were 81% from inside the arc. And a lot of that's because they were not well defended and because they were in transition. So we got to limit that, and if we can, hopefully we can keep this thing in the 50s and give ourselves a chance at the end of the game. And but they're averaging 76 points a game, and they're only giving up 46. So they make things very difficult from a lot of different spots.
So at the beginning of that game, I mentioned we got off to an 9-0 deficit. And if I recall, a lot of that was we had trouble getting the ball in bounds against their man-to-man denial defense.
Yep.
Is that something that you guys worked on the last couple of days?
Yeah,
taking a look at how do we most efficiently get it inbounds,
right,
and start attacking.
Looking back on a few of those, I think we were apprehensive to make a mistake. So our inbounder maybe thought they weren't open, and they waited for somebody to be wide open before they inbounded it, and that just doesn't happen. I think if you got to throw people open a little bit, that window, it's kind of like a quarterback in the NFL. The window is pretty small sometimes when you're seeing that pressure defense. So throwing it to the girl that's got a little bit of an advantage and leading her to the spot and getting the ball in bounds. And once we get the ball in bounds, we're fine. We can handle the ball up the court, and they're not going to bring a whole bunch of trapping pressure. I don't think. Maybe they will, but for the most part, we just gotta make a move and get by and get into the half court, and we'll be fine. But yeah, we had too many turnovers in the full court. We had some 5-second calls, we had some bad passes, and that turns into extra possessions, and you can't do that against good teams.
So a couple of weeks ago, Benilde St. Margaret's, which is one of the best teams, defending state champion in 3A, took it to Alec pretty good in their building. Did you watch that film? Did you take away anything other than, Benild's good, right?
Yeah, right.
That helps, certainly, but they must have done some things to make Alexandria uncomfortable. Was there something to be learned from that game?
Yeah, being a private school and reloading helps, but
right.
they had some athletes out there that defended, and they made Alexandria really uncomfortable, and they rebounded really well. And if you do those things like we talked about, you have to limit their opportunities because they take advantage. They're very efficient. Every time they have the ball in their possession, they're very efficient. So how can we limit their opportunities? And I think Benilde St. Margaret's did a great job of that and held them in the 50s, I believe, which is, I think they've only scored in the 50s maybe 3 or 4 times this year.
It was like 73-59, I think was the final.
So Alexandria still scored. They still scored 59, but yeah, it's just limiting those opportunities, and then we have to be more efficient around the rim ourselves too.
Okay, Coach, good luck. About 6 minutes. I know your club's going to go down. Best of luck tonight, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Josh. That's head coach Josh Steer, the Fergus Falls Otters. Otters hosting the Alexandria Cardinals. Central Lakes basketball on 1250 KBRF tonight. Also streaming on the Fergus Now app, which is loading on over to our KBRF YouTube channel. We're going to take a break here. I want to thank Village Apothecary and Viking Cafe for bringing us the keys to the game. This is the Otter Tail pregame show on KBRF.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Welcome back to Fergus Falls High School. Nick Keel with you, Derek City, and doing the video tonight. The video production. It is Central Lakes girls basketball. The Fergus Falls Otters hosting the Alexandria Cardinals, about a little over 4 minutes away from the start of the game. As mentioned, this is the Otter Tail Power pregame show. We want to thank Otter Tail Power for sponsoring the pregame show as always. The Otters come into this game with a record of 15-5. They're 8-3 in the CLC, 6-1 in Section 8 3A. Currently ranked second in our section. Fergus gives up scores 64 points, gives up 41. Alexandria 17-3, 12-0 in the Central Lakes Conference, 7-0 in Section 8 3A. Currently first in the section. They're ranked 4th in the QRF and 5th in the coaches poll. Alexandria has lost 3 games this year. Marshall, Maple Grove, and Benilde St. Margaret's. They're winners of 3 games in a row, including 94-24 victory at home Tuesday versus Ricori. JV tonight, Alexandria JV beat Fergus Falls 66-30, and the JV B team was in overtime. That game, I believe, is concluded. Try to get a score for that as well. We're going to take a break, check in with our sponsors. Be right back. You're listening to Otter Basketball on KBRF.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Light powers your day. And with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Nick Keel, Derek Sidian back with you here at Fergus Falls High School, the Kennedy Secondary Gym, Gold Court tonight. Central Lakes girls basketball action. Other action happening in the area tonight, CLC games. St. Cloud Crush is at Ricori. Hillcrest girls are at Pelican Rapids. Jason Retzloff has that call on 96.5. Battle Lake girls at Bertha Hewitt. Holly at Breckenridge, and West Central area is at Wheaton. In the CLC boys games, Ricori at Sartell tonight, Detroit Lakes at St. Cloud Tech. And then other games in the area, Hillcrest at Border West, Park Christian at West Central area. And Bob Rohrs has the call on that one at 103.3. Brandon Evansville at Battle Lake, and Rossay is at Climax Fisher. Parker's Prairie at Underwood. Holly boys are at Breckenridge, and Henning at Sabika tonight. We'll see if we can get some score updates throughout the night to those games. As mentioned, the Otters hosting the Cardinals. Otters 15-5, Alexandria 17-3. Last time they played was January 6th. It was a 20-point win for the Alexandria Cardinals. Otters are going to see if they can close that gap, as these two teams are on a crash course for the section final. We're going to take a break here as the staff here goes through the starting lineups and the national anthem. So you're listening to Otter Girls Basketball on KBRF.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Olson Oil Cart Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Cart Express, supporting Otter sports. The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe, with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Scott DeBrito. I had the privilege of wearing the Otter uniform. Today, I have the privilege of representing FM Bank here in Fergus Falls. Show your Otter pride with our Otter debit card. Stop in and see us or visit our website at mybankfm.com.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Business systems can be frustrating. Don't take it out on the printer. Let Liberty Business Systems simplify the chaos. With automated printing services and flexible contracts, you'll never feel frustrated or stuck with your business systems. Liberty Business Systems. Transparent, flexible, fearless.
Welcome back to Fergus Falls High School, 1250 KBRF. Also streaming on the Fergus Now app tonight. So if you want to check out the video and the audio together, go to the Fergus Now app. Look at the streaming links there. You can also go to the KBRF YouTube channel. Nick Keel with you, Derek Sidian producing the video tonight here in Fergus Falls. Thank you to Otter Tail Power for sponsoring the pregame show. It's now time to introduce tonight's starting lineup, which is brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, located at 2228 College Way in Fergus Falls. Starting with the Alexandria Cardinals, they're coached by Wendy Kohler. Wendy's been coaching for 40 seasons, over 1,000 games, and over 700 wins in her career. Back-to-back state tournaments appearances for the Alexandria Cardinals. They're going to start a 6'2 senior. It's number 11, Hadley Toole. They'll start a 5'9 senior, number 15, Chloe Scholl. 5'6" senior, number 21, Macy Lanau. 5'7" senior, that's number 33, Allie Habala. And a 5'11 junior, number 43 is Kate Hennessy. For the Otters, no change in the starting lineup. They'll start a 5'9 sophomore, number 4, Carly Hurst. 6' senior, number 11, Bella Anderson. 5'9" senior, number 12 is Bryn Sternberg. 5'10" junior, number 14, Ruby Ellison. And a 5'10" junior, number 30 is Hattie Fullhart. Otters are coached by head coach Josh Steer in his 4th season for the Otters with a record of 68-41. Craig Samuelson, Noah Glad, Chuck Ross are officials from the Otter Teal Association. Game time is 7:19. The temp outside is 13 degrees and snowing. Thank you to Ugsted Plumbing and Heating for our game time and temp. Tip goes and Alexandria wins it. Hadley Toole with the ball. She's going to reverse it out to Scholl to the corner for Habla for 3. She misses. Offensive rebound for Hennessy. And it's going to be stolen away. Tonight's first turnover goes to Alexandria. Ruby Ellison gets the steal for Fergus Falls. Reminder, coming up at halftime, we will have, as always, the Minnesota Motor halftime show. And following the game, we'll have our Quality Toyota Lake Country Graphics Player of the Game and also our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. Otters with the ball just underway here in the Gold Gymnasium. Central Lakes girls basketball. Hattie Fullhart moving towards the left elbow. She's going to kick it back out. Shot clock is running down, and we're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be Ruby Ellison and Habala. And the Otters are going to retain possession here. They only have 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Sternberg to inbound it under her own basket. She finds Anderson. Anderson's going to have a chance to get it up, and she did not. Bella didn't get the shot up right away, so it's going to be a turnover for the Otters. Good look there by Sternberg. I'm not sure if Bella knew how much time was left. Kind of needed to get it up there right away. She did not. Habla brings it up for Alexandria. Toole with it. She's going to drive the lane and miss left-handed. Hennessy gets the rebound and puts it in for Alexandria. 2 trips, 2 offensive rebounds for Alexandria, and they get the first points on the Park Region scoreboard. 16:45 to go in the first half. Cardinals lead 2-0. Ruby Ellison, the right wing for the Otters, gets a screen from Hurst, dribbles all the way to the left side. Here's a corner 3 for Sternberg. Sternberg misses. Carly Hurst trying to chase it down. She got a little bump from behind there, which kind of knocked her off course. She ended up not getting the rebound. It went out of bounds to Alexandria. Allie Habla brings it up across the timeline for Alexandria. She's going to get a screen now. Here's line out with the ball to Hadley Toole. Gets it to Scholl at the right elbow. Hennessy now to the right side. Scholl to the corner. Scholl's going to step back for 3, and she nails it. Chloe Scholl gets the first 3-pointer of the game, and the Cardinals lead 5-0. Talked about it in the pregame show. This happened at Alexandria on January 6th. Alec got up to an early lead. Wow. Sternberg with the drive down the lane gets a pretty good shove out of bounds. Ball's going to stay with the Otters. Certainly should have been some kind of whistle on that play. The Otters will have it under their own basket. 24 seconds to go. Sternberg inbounds. There's a little slip by Hurst, and she misses the bunny. Gets her own rebound and is fouled. Good little slip screen there for Carly Hurst. She ends up getting her own rebound, but missed a wide open bunny. She's going to have to go to the free throw line to earn these 2 points. 15:54 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Hurst's first free throw is short, no good. Otters still looking to get on the board here, a little over 2 minutes into the game. Second free throw by Carly is long. So she goes 0 for 2, which is rare. She shoots 78% on the season. And then on the rebound, Bella Anderson gets a foul. So not a good trip for Fergus. They miss a bunny, miss 2 free throws, and get a foul for Bella Anderson, their first of the ball game. Habla having trouble with the pressure. She finally gets it to Hennessy. Hennessy stops at the free throw line. To the right side to Scholl, back to Habla. Habla gets 2 feet in the paint, kicks it back out for Scholl. Scholl's three is no good, and a rebound for Bella Anderson. Rebound number 1 for Bella. Here's a long pass up for Carly Hurst. Sternberg gets the assist. Carly Hurst gets the first basket of the ball game for the Otters, and it's 5-2 on the Park Region scoreboard. 15:15 to go in the first half. Toole with the ball, looks inside for Hennessy. Hennessy's going to shovel to her left, and she makes it. Kate Hennessy makes the shot. It looked like she kind of shuffled across the lane without putting it down, but regardless, she gets her second basket of the game. She has 4 points for Alexandria, and then the Otters have a quick turnover under their own basket. Hennessy now is going to spin inside. She turns around, throws it up, misses it. Rebounded by Toole. Toole's going to go up left-handed. She misses. Ellison's trying to get the ball. Hurst ends up finally getting it, and now they're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to be a turnover for Fergus Falls. Carly Hurst had it, failed to clear, got tied up, and the alternating possession arrow goes to Alexandria. Here's a quick inbound to Toole, and she finishes with the left hand. A couple of rough possessions for the Otters, and it's 9-2 in favor of the Cardinals. Fullhart brings it across the timeline now for Fergus Falls. Oh, here's Fullhart giving it up to the right side for Anderson. To the right wing for Sternberg. Her three is on the way. It's no good. Went between 3 Otters. None of them got a hand on it, and Kate Hennessy ends up getting the rebound for Alexandria. Pass down to the far corner to Leinau. Leinau loses the dribble. Tracked down for Toole. Toole's going to shoot from 23 feet. She drills it. Hadley Toole, the South Dakota State Jackrabbit commit, makes the three-pointer, and Alexandria is up to a 12-2 lead here early in the contest. Just under 14 minutes to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters will have possession of the ball under their own basket. 27 seconds to go on the shot clock. Here's the pass into the far corner for Ellison. Ellison drives towards the elbow, gives it up for Anderson. Back to the left wing. Here's a 22-footer from Sternberg in and out. Fullhart tries to chase down the rebound. She doesn't. Hennessy comes up with it for Alexandria, and Habala now pushes in transition. She's going to drive all the way across the lane and flip it up with her right hand and miss it. Bella Anderson gets the rebound for the Otters. Sternberg gets it up in transition to Fullhart. Now to Ellison to the corner. Up to the logo for Hurst. To the left corner for Sternberg. Sternberg trying to shake Habala. She can't. Gives it off to the left baseline to Ruby Ellison. Ruby kind of kicking it around over there. Picks it up for Bella Anderson. Anderson to the right wing for Hurst. Hurst now is going to drive baseline. She gets bumped by Leinau, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Leinau. Leinau gets her first foul of the game. It's a second team foul on Alexandria. Bella Anderson comes out. She's going to be replaced by Julia Hychek. Into the game for Alexandria is McKinley Helscher. She's going to replace Hennessy for the Cardinals. Sternberg inbounds under the basket. Here's Ruby Ellison across the court all the way to the opposite corner for Sternberg. Sternberg dribbles it back out towards the top of the key. She gets off to the left wing. Fullhart's now going to drive in, and she's going to be fouled by Habala. Good attack there by Hattie Fullhart. Habala picks up her first foul. That's the third team foul on Alexandria. And Fullhart's going to go to line to shoot 2. Fullhart's first free throw is long. So the Otters start out 0 for 3 at the free throw line. A couple of things that Coach Steer was hoping didn't happen have happened. Fallen behind, and we haven't taken advantage of some situations. Fullhart makes the second free throw, her first point of the game. And it's 12-3 on the Park Region scoreboard. 12:50 to go here in the first half. Central Lakes action from Fergus Falls High School. You have the Central Lakes Conference leading Alexandria Cardinals against the Fergus Falls Otters. Chloe Scholl is going to pick up a personal foul there under the basket. It's the fourth team foul in Alexandria, and that's going to be a turnover for Alexandria as well. Otters inbound it. Here's Fullhart guarded by Toole and full court man-to-man. She breaks the pressure, gets it back out to the logo for Sternberg. Sternberg's going to drive to the right side and hand off for Fullhart. A little bit of a dribble weave handoff here. Now here's Ellison going down the line. She's got fouled. No call. Her shot is no good. There's a rebound for Highcheck. And the Otters get a second chance here as Julia tracks down the rebound for the Otters. Highcheck now with the right-handed dribble. Gets it out to the right wing for Sternberg. Her three is on the way. It's too hard. Fullhart gets the rebound. She goes up. She misses it, goes out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Alexandria. Hattie Fullhart working hard under the basket. She got her own got a rebound there, wasn't able to cash in on it. Ball went out of bounds in favor of Alexandria. Habla now brings it up against the full court man-to-man. She gets by Hurst, dishes to the corner for Helscher. Helscher's three-pointer's on the way, and it's good. McKinley Helscher hits her first shot of the game, and it's a 15-3 lead for Alexandria. Fullhart breaks the pressure. She's going to give it up for Sternberg. Sternberg guarded by Toole. Toole's 6'2", but she moves about like a 5', 6" guard. Here's Camry Miller into the game for Alexandria, and she steals it away from Ellison. And Ruby Ellison gets called for the foul. So the Otters get a turnover from Ruby there, and Ruby back in transition defense also picks up her first foul. It's going to be the second foul on the Otters. Not sure what the question is here, but anyway, Chloe Scholl is going to go to the line for Alexandria. And her first free throw is true. Into the ball game for Fergus Falls is number 3, Reese Keel. Back into the game for Alexandria is Lineout. Actually, she was halted from coming into the game because she got to the scores table too late. Scholl makes the second one as well. She's got 5 points on the night. Alexandria leads 17-3 on the Park Region scoreboard. Fergus Falls is going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. It's a full timeout, so we'll be back in a minute. This timeout is sponsored by Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Oakstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Oakstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Fergus Falls. Listening to the girls' Otter basketball on KBRF. Also streaming tonight on the Fergus Now app. Just want to make sure we check in with some of our sponsors here. Remember, this game and the Quality Toyota Player of the Game t-shirts are brought to you by Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. It's Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls. You can call them at 218-998-4027. Otters with the ball, slow start, down 17-3 on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's a pass into the front court to Ruby Ellison on the right wing. Ruby is going to be fouled by Cam Miller. And a few substitutes coming back in the game. Camry Miller gets her first foul. That's the 5th foul on Alexandria. Back into the game is Kate Hennessy for Alexandria and Allie Habla as well, replacing Miller and Helscher. Sternberg with the ball, going against a much taller Hadley Toole. Reese Keel gets the ball, dribbles to the right elbow, kicks it back to the left side for Sternberg. Shot clock running now. Bryn's going to go to the lane. She flips it up over her head. That's going to be a turnover for Fergus Falls. Habla now bringing it into the front court. She's going to flip it up, and Toole's wide open. You certainly don't want to leave Hadley open, especially 2 feet from the basket, but she got open there. Keel with the ball now, brings it up against Lineau. Kicks it to the right side for high check. That's going to be a turnover there. High check threw it over the top of Ruby Ellison's head. Coach Steer a little bit hot here. This game is awfully physical, especially on the ball. And he's asking the officials to please tighten it up a little bit here. Alexandria with the basketball now. Hadley Toole with it on the right wing. She's going to attack, turn around, kick it back out for Linau. Linau with the three, misses it, bops off the rim and hits the support attached to the ceiling. So it's going to be out of bounds, and the Otters will have it. Kiel inbounds for Fullhart. Fullhart's going to bring it up. No pressure this time from Alexandria. Hattie's going to throw across, and it's going to be picked off by Hadley Toole. Toole's going to stop and pop from 15 feet, and she drills it. Hadley picking up where she left off in Alexandria. She was 9 of 10 in that game. Now the Otters having trouble getting it in against the full court man. They finally do. Sternberg with the ball, brings it across the big FF logo. Throws out to the left wing for Kiel. Kiel's going to drive. She throws a pass across the court to Fullhart. Now to Bella Anderson at the right wing. Anderson picks up her dribble, back to the left side for Kiel. Kiel back for Sternberg. Sternberg on the right wing now. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Crossover dribble. Bryn's going to try to spin. Can't get it. Over to Kiel. Here's Bella Anderson. Bella was open. Didn't even look at the hoop. Now high check with the ball. Over to Sternberg to the corner. And the Otters do get the shot off. It's Fullhart just in time. Hennessy comes down with the rebound as the shot was missed. She gets it up for Scholl. Scholl drives in. Kicks it back outside for Toole. And Toole drills the three. Boy, Hadley Toole shoots the ball well against the Otters. I watched the Benilde St. Margaret's game a couple weeks ago, and she certainly did not shoot as well as she has against us. Here's a quick foul on Chloe Scholl. Way away from the basket. That's going to be the second foul on Scholl. It's going to be the 16th foul on Alexandria. 24-3, Otters only with one field goal so far in the ball game. They do have 6 turnovers, which has not helped them. Here's an inbounds pass from Ellison to Fullhart. Fullhart at the top of the key. She's going to drive in, and she's going to get called for a body foul from McKinley Helsher. And she's going to go to the free throw line. So that's 7 fouls on Alexandria. It's McKinley Helsher's first foul. Fullhart will go to line to shoot 1 and 1. That'd be a good way for the Otters to get back in and keep attacking and keep getting fouls called against Alexandria. First free throw by Fullhart is good. Hattie's now 2 of 3 at the line and has her second point of the game. Otters still with only one field goal in over 9 minutes of basketball here at home. Second free throw is too hard for Fullhart off the back iron. Here's a quick transition pass up for Linau. She shoots it over the top of Ellison. And Linau gets her first field goal of the game. Alexandria leads 26-4. High check with the ball on the left wing. She gets a screen. She's going to pass it to the corner for Fullhart. Fullhart drives in. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Hennessy. Otters will keep the ball under their own basket. 22 seconds to go on the shot clock. 8:28 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters trail 26-4. Inbound pass to Bella Anderson on the far side. Bella gives it for Ruby. Ruby on the left wing. Cross-court pass to high check to the right baseline for Hurst. Hurst back to the top for Fullhart. She's going to drive in. Left-handed shot is too long, but the foul is going to be called, I think, on 13. That's Helsher. Fullhart's going to go right back to the free throw line. That foul is on Helsher. It's her second foul. Fullhart with a chance to go to line to start to dig into this lead that Alexandria has built here in the first just about 10 minutes of the ball game. Fullhart makes the first free throw this time. She's now 3 out of 5. 3 points in the game. Sternberg comes back in for Fergus Falls. Fullhart's second free throw is no good. So Hattie's 1 of 2, 1 of 2, 1 of 2. She has 3 points in the game. It's 26-5. Cross-court pass for Linau. Linau at the right wing, kicks it back out for Toole. Toole's going to dump it inside for Hennessy, kicks it back out for Lineout from 25 feet. It's short, but there's Cam Miller. She gets the rebound, but her shot is blocked by Carly Hurst. It's going to be a turnover for Alexandria. Now here's a quick pass to the left wing. Ruby Ellison's three-point shot goes off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. And Alexandria will have it. 7:48 to go, first half. Central Lakes Conference girls basketball action. Lineout now brings it across the court. She's going to flip it out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover on Alexandria. So Alex has slowed down a little bit here in the last minute and a half, but Fergus has not been able to take advantage. Been to the line a couple of times. Haven't really got a lot of good looks. Alexandria's pressure defense has caused some fouls, but it certainly has rattled Fergus. And here's a turnover by Sternberg. 7th of the game for Fergus. Transition pass is going to be knocked away by Sternberg, and she stole it back. 5th turnover for Alexandria. Hadley Toole now guarding Bryn across the FF logo. She's going to cross over. Ball gets tipped. Now Miller goes after it. Now Toole's going to end up taking it, and she's out of bounds. I don't know that there was a change in possession. So the shot clock is going to be at 20. I'm not really sure. I guess they are going to say it was a change of possession. It's going to be a front court inbound. So the Otters lose a couple of seconds on that exchange. Anyway, the ball goes to Sternberg on the right wing. Sternberg's going to flip all the way across, a double screen for Ruby Ellison. She drills the three. Well, the Otters really needed that. Sternberg gets the assist. Ruby Ellison gets her first basket of the game, and it's a three-pointer, and it's 26-8. Habla with the ball, dribbles towards the free throw line. Here's a quick pass inside for Hennessy. She misses the bunny, but gets her own rebound. Now Lineout with the kick out inside for Miller. She goes underneath the basket. The reverse layup is no good. Tipped away by Bella Anderson from Ruby Ellison. And Alexandria keeps the ball. Habla now with it at the right wing. Dribbles towards the top of the key. She's going to spin inside, flip it across court to Lineout from 22 feet. And Macy Lineout drills the three-pointer. Lineout with her first three-pointer of the game. She has 5 points, and Alexandria leads 29-8 on the Park Region scoreboard. Sternberg for three from the right wing is no good. Rebounded by Helscher. Helscher's going to push it up, gets it to Lineout. Lineout's going to stop or hesitate. She dribbles towards the baseline, kicks it back out to the top of the key. Helscher. Helscher to Habla. Here's a backdoor cut for Miller. It's not there. Cross-court pass from Habla to Lineout. Lineout's going to fake a little hesitation there. She lays it up off the backboard. It's no good. And there's a rebound for Carly Hurst. Otters need to string together a couple of baskets here before the end of the first half. It's been tough going for them offensively. Fulhart drives in, gets tied up by Habla. Here's Anderson kicking it out for Ellison. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Cam Miller for Alexandria. Habla now in transition. She brings it up to the top of the key to set up the offense for Alexandria. She gets a screen from Kate Hennessy. She misses the three-point shot, but nobody box out Hennessy. And Hennessy gets the offensive rebound and gets rewarded with 2 more points. She has 6 in the contest. Cardinals lead 31-8. We're going to take a timeout as there's one on the floor. This timeout is sponsored by Lake Region Healthcare. It's 30 seconds.
Housing lender.
Hi, I'm Jay, owner of Fergus Apothecary, downtown Fergus Falls. We like to talk to you out in the open, not through glass, not through a speaker. We treat you as a person, not as an insurance card. So we invite you to come downtown Fergus Falls and speak with us.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Welcome back to Fergus Falls, Central Lakes girls basketball. Alexandria Cardinals in town tonight, take on Fergus Falls Otters. 31-8 is the lead for Alexandria, 5:03 to go in the first half. Hey, West Central Ag Air is your local Peterson Farms and LG seed supplier, and the right choice to defend your crops. That's West Central Ag Air. Otters bringing the ball up against the full court pressure. Sternberg trying to beat Hadley Toole. She gets across the timeline. Hadley is tall, athletic, and has long arms, and she's a awfully tough defender. As mentioned, she's going to South Dakota State next year to play for Aaron Johnston and the Jackrabbits. She'll be a teammate of Ellie Colbeck, who's our all-time leading scorer here for Fergus Falls, graduated in 22. Cross-court pass for Sternberg, 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. She's going to try to get a shot off. Lauren Byers in guarding her. Sternberg flips it up left-handed. Hurst gets the rebound, and she makes it. Carly Hurst working hard on the offensive board. She gets the rebound, makes the basket. She's going to get a chance to go to the free throw line. That foul is on Alexandria's Kate Hennessy, her second foul. It's a 9th team foul for Alexandria. And Hurst makes this one. She missed her first couple at the line. Not usual for Carly, but she does have 5 points in the ball game for Fergus Falls, and it's 31-11. See if the Otters can put together a little run here before the end of the half. 31-11 on the Park Region scoreboard, 4:21 to go first half. Habla with the ball at the top of the key. There's a short pass for Toole. Toole's going to do a step back on Hurst from 3, and she misses, and there's a rebound for Fullhart. So step number 1, Otters get the stop. Fullhart now with the ball in transition for Fergus Falls. She's going to kick it out to the left wing for Highcheck. To the corner for Sternberg. Sternberg's going to make a fake, goes baseline off the glass, misses. Highcheck gets the rebound for another opportunity for Fergus Falls. Here's a shot from the corner from Sternberg is no good, and Byer gets the rebound. Lauren Byer is a 5'7" junior who was out with an injury. She had a knee injury, I believe, in the springtime somewhere, maybe late winter. She's seen a little bit of significant action here. Here's a pass inside for Hadley Toole. She turns around, lays it in with the left hand. She now has 14 points in the first half. And Alexandria back up by 22, 33-11. 3:20 to go in the first half. And there's going to be a foul on Ali Habla, and it's going to be her second personal. 10 team fouls now on Alexandria. Carly Hurst was fouled there, and she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple more. Carly's third trip to the free throw line. Carly's going to get a chance to shoot 2 here, and the first free throw is good. She has her 6 points. Scholl comes in for Alexander, replaces Habla. Keel and Ellison back in for Fergus Falls. 3:18 to go. Carly Hurst back at the line. And she misses her second one. And it's rebounded by Miller. She gets it up to the opposite side for Lineau. Lineau down to the far corner for Scholl. Scholl's going to drive left-handed towards the right wing. Gives it up for Toole. Toole's going to cross-court it for Lineau. Lineau is going to fake the drive and kick it inside for Toole. And Hadley gets about a 6-foot jumper to fall down, hit the back of the rim, then the front of the rim, and dropped in for Hadley Toole. Big first half for her. She's got 16. And Alexandria leads 35-12. Keel with the ball, gets it off for Highcheck. Highcheck cross-courts to Ellison, down to the baseline for Keel. Keel's going to drive in. She stops and kicks it out for Hurst. A three-pointer on the way, and it's good. Carly Hurst drills a three-pointer. Reese Keel gets the assist, and it's back to a 20-point game. And now in transition, Alexandria is going to go to the free throw line. Otter foul is going to be on Reese Keel. That's her first. That is the third team foul for Fergus Falls. Chloe Scholl is going to go to the line for Alexandria. Scholl's 2 for 2 at the line, but misses this one, so she's now 2 for 3. Midwest Printing is your local partner for quality printing. Visit Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls. Second free throw for Chloe Scholl is good. She has 6 points. Habla and Helscher come back in for Alexandria. And the Park Region scoreboard reads 36 for Alexandria, 15 for Fergus Falls. 2:28 to go. Keel gets the inbound here against the pressure, gets to the timeline, pulls it up, does a crossover, gets it to the left side for Carly Hurst. Hurst to the corner for Keel. Pass inside for Ellison. Ellison turns around from 15. It gets tipped partially by Toole, but a high check comes down with it. Keel now to the right side for Ellison. Ellison to the corner for Fullhart. Fullhart's going to get the screen, kick it to the corner for Keel. Keel to the top of the key for Hurst. Hurst is going to drive down the lane. She's looking for Fullhart, and it's going to be a turnover for Fergus. Good thought by Carly. Better defense for Alexandria. Cam Miller gets a pass from Toole, and she gets fouled underneath. She's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That foul is going to be on Julia Highcheck. That's her first fourth team foul on the Otters. Cam Miller goes to the line to shoot 2 for Alexandria. Her first free throw is no good. The score remains 36-15. Sternberg comes back in for Fergus. She's going to replace Fullhart. Reminder, coming up is the Minnesota Motor halftime show. Second free throw by Miller is good. Gets her first point of the night. Here's an inbounds pass, and it's going to be a turnover for Fergus Falls, and it's a gift for Hadley Toole, and she's got 18 in the first half. 9 turnovers for the Otters. One of the goals was to have 10 or less for the game. It's going to be tough to achieve at this point. Otters on the attack now. Keel at the top of the key. She's going to pass for Sternberg. Sternberg's going to get it stolen away by Miller. Miller's going to miss the layup, and the rebound is going to be by Sternberg. Bryn comes up, kicks it to the right wing for Ellison. Ellison looking inside, had Keel but didn't feed it there. Now Sternberg drives the lane, kicks to the left side for Hurst. Hurst is going to spin baseline. Wow, definitely some contact there. Hurst got fouled, and she ends up getting the rebound. Got it over for Reese Keel, and Reese gets her first basket of the game. Now here's a three-pointer in transition. Nobody box out Toole. She gets the rebound and scores. Otters did not get back in transition. The shot was missed, but Hadley Toole was running the floor. And she got the basket, and the foul is going to be on Sternberg. That's her first. Hadley Toole is going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Her free throw is up and good. Once again, Hadley is really, really performed in the last the last 5 victories for Alexandria versus Fergus Falls. 42-17, just under a minute to go here in the first half. Alexandria leads. Ellison now in transition to the right corner for Hurst. Hurst holding it. She's going to cross-court pass to the top for Keel. Keel gets it to Sternberg. Sternberg pulls it back down, kicks to the left corner for Ellison. Ellison shot fake, drives to the baseline. 10-footer is missed. Toole gets the rebound. She's going to push it up the floor quickly. She gets it over for Leinau. Leinau is going to drive in against Hurst. Her shot is up, and it's going to be rebounded by Sternberg. Sternberg now bringing it up in transition for Highcheck to the corner for Ellison. Ellison outside for Hurst. 20 seconds to go for the Otters. Pass to the corner is knocked out of bounds by Miller. Alexandria, not sure what the delay is here. Official Craig Samuelson just issued a bench warning to Alexandria. Not exactly sure. I believe it's actually uniform compliance. I think that he has told Leinau a couple times to keep it tucked in, and she keeps pulling it out. So he just gave a bench warning. And here's the turnover for Fergus Falls. Miller is going to go on the break, and she makes the left-handed layup, her first field goal of the night. Lead is up 44-17, and the half is going to run out on Fergus Falls. Well, Alexandria is showing why they're one of the top teams in the state. They lead 44-17 at halftime. Reminder, coming up here, we're going to have the Minnesota Motor halftime show here on KBRF. Also check in with hopefully some of the other games in the area tonight. But that is the end of our first half. Score on the Park Region Ottertail Telecom scoreboard. Fergus Falls Otters 17. Alexandria Cardinals 44. Park Region is service beyond the connection. You're listening to Otter Girls Basketball on 1250 KBRF.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
What's your number? I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota. I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food.
Otter Tail Minn-Dakota Coaches has been the trusted name in transportation for 50 years. Safety, service, and dependability are at the heart of every journey. From local routes to nationwide trips, rely on Otter Tail Coaches for a ride you can trust.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Hi, I'm Jay, owner of Fergus Apothecary, downtown Fergus Falls. We like to talk to you out in the open, not through glass, not through a speaker. We treat you as a person, not as an insurance card. So we invite you to come downtown Fergus Falls and speak with us.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food.
Welcome back to Fergus Falls High School. Nick Keel with you, 1250 KBRF, streaming on the Fergus Now app and the YouTube KBRF channel. Derek Sidian producing the video tonight, as always, doing a super job for us. Got to apologize here. I'm got a cold like everybody else in this city's had for the last month, and trying not to lose my voice. Trying to get through this game. The Otters trailed 44-17. And it's time now for the Minnesota Motor halftime show. Minnesota Motor Company's service department is conveniently open Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, make Minnesota Motor Company your first stop. Just taking a quick look at the halftime statistics. Alexandria leads 44-17. Hadley Toole, Division I South Dakota State commit, has 21 points for Alexandria. McKinley Helsher made a three-pointer for Alexandria. Chloe Scholl has 6 points. Macy Linau has 5. Cam Miller made a free throw and a layup off the bench. Kate Hennessy has 3 field goals and has 6 points for Alexandria. For Coach Steer's Otters, 10 turnovers in the first half. The goal was to have, I think, 12 or less, actually, in the game. So they're going to have an awfully clean second half and be able to attack a little bit better here in the second half, as the Otters did not handle the pressure very well in that first half. Reese Gill had 2 points for the Otters in the first half. Carly Hurst had a nice half. She had a three-pointer, had 9 points in the first half. Ruby Ellison made 1 3-pointer for 3 points. Hattie Fullhart made 3 free throws for 3 points, and Bryn Sternberg, I think for the first time this season and maybe for a few seasons, did not score. So big story for Alexandria. We needed one of the keys to the game was to have the stars be stars, and Ellison has 3 points. Sternberg has 0. Hattie Fullhart with 3 free throws in the first half. Big reason why the Otters only have 17 points here at halftime. This is the Minnesota Motor Halftime Show. Pre-owned inventory at Minnesota Motor Company is growing. Contact the sales team for a test drive today. The Minnesota Motor is paying top dollar for trade-ins, so contact the sales team for a free appraisal. This is the Minnesota Motor Halftime Show. We're going to check in with some more of our sponsors. We'll be back. You're listening to Otter Girl Basketball on KBRF.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
I'm Tad Butke, your dedicated business sales consultant at Park Region. Whether you're looking to optimize your operations, scale your business, or find tailored solutions, I'm here to help you achieve your goals.
Reach out to Tad today at 218-998-2000 for Park Region to go beyond the connection.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Olson Oil Cart Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Cart Express, supporting Otter sports.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
School halftime score. Alexandria Cardinals lead Fergus Falls 44-17. This is Minnesota Motor Halftime Show. Minnesota Motor Company, they know every decision they make affects every mile you drive. Trust the experts at Minnesota Motor Company. Reminder, coming up at the end of the game, we will have our Quality Toyota Lake Country Graphics Player of the Game. And just a reminder for screen printing and embroidery on custom apparel with the best in personal service around. You can contact Lake Country Graphics at 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. You give them a call at 218-998-4027. Just taking a look at some of the other games that are going around in the area tonight. Bertha Hewitt girls beat Battle Lake 59-48. Breckenridge girls beat Holly 73-68. Pelican Rapids is leading Hillcrest 35-22 at halftime. In the CLC, the Ricori Spartans leading St. Cloud Crush 32-29. No other updates on the other games here tonight. On the boys' side, Brandon Evansville beating Battle Lake 41-18 at the half. No update on Holly Breckenridge. Border West beat Hillcrest Lutheran Academy 45-44. CLC Sartell Stephen leading Ricori 28-27. Underwood boys leading Parker's Prairie with 7 minutes to go 70-44. And don't have an update on the West Central area Park Christian game yet. Bob Roars is calling that game. We're going to take just one more quick break. We'll be back with the second half after this break from our sponsors. You're listening to Otter Basketball on KBRF.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a energy bill for far too long. Let replace your old inefficient.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
Business.
Thank you for joining the Minnesota Motor halftime show, and thanks to Minnesota Motor as always for sponsoring the halftime show. Just underway here in the second half. Otters trail 44-17, but a big uphill climb to get back in this one. But one possession at a time. Here's a little set for Bryn Sternberg, and she makes a three-pointer. It's a good start for Fergus. Get Bryn on the board for her first basket. And the Otters now trail by 14. Hennessy with the turnaround inside, misses. Toole doesn't get boxed out. She goes up, makes the, gets the rebound and makes the putback, and she's going to be fouled by Sternberg. So Toole gets her 22nd and 23rd points. She's going to go to the free throw line. Bella Anderson got knocked down on the on that three-point set that Fergus Falls ran in their first possession. She's limping off the court right now. High check comes in for her. Toole makes the free throw. She's 2 for 2 at the line. She has 24 points in the game to lead all scorers, and the lead for Alexandria is 47-20. Just underway in the second half from Fergus Falls High School, Central Lakes girls basketball. Alexandria on the first trip through the CLC was the only team the Otters did not beat. Here's another three for Sternberg that's going to be missed. Fullhart had it, got it tipped away, and she lost it out of bounds. And Alexandria will take over. 17:03 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Alexandria 47, Fergus Falls 20. Ellie Habla with the ball, brings it into the front court. Stops just above the three-point arc. Kicks it over for Leinau. Now she's going to dribble to the left as Habla. She's going to flip it right-handed, underhand. It's going to be missed, and Carly Hurst gets the rebound. Carly had 4 rebounds in the first half, now has 5 for the game. High check to the left side, gets to the corner for Fullhart. Fullhart's going to drive baseline. She's going to be stopped by Scholl. Kick out pass to Ellison. Ellison's going to drive inside, and Hennessy's right there for the block. You turnover for Fergus Falls. Nice defensive play by Kate Hennessy. Scholl now with the ball, and a three-point for Toole is missed. And then Leinau trying to chase down the rebound, knocks it out of bounds off of her. She was trying to get it away from Sternberg and ends up going out of bounds, and the Otters have the ball. Sternberg looking to pass it up to Fullhart. It gets knocked away by Scholl, thankfully for the Otters, because Fullhart was not looking for it. Ended up going out of bounds off of Alexandria, so the Otters will keep it. 27 to go on the shot clock. Sternberg dribbles to the top of the key towards the right side for High check. High check dribbling with her left hand to the corner. Here's Hurst from the left baseline, and she gets it. High check gets the assist. Carly Hurst hits her second 3 in a row. She has 12 points. She's been a real spark for the Otters tonight. She's got over half of their points. Hennessy with a left-handed dribble. It's going to be knocked away by Hurst. Ball is going to be taken by High check, and they're going to call a foul on Toole. And that's Toole's pretty much her only mistake of the night. That's her first foul of the game. She's got 24 points. She's been nearly perfect for Alexandria. Here's a pass to the corner for High check. Back to the top of the key for Sternberg for 3, and she drills it. High check gets another assist. Sternberg's starting to heat up a little bit. She's got 6 points with back-to-back three-pointers. Habla goes quickly down the lane and beats Fullhart in and finishes with her left hand. And Habla has her first points of the game, 49-26 on the Park Region scoreboard. Sternberg crosses over. She's going to pass it now up to Hurst. Hurst to the corner for Fullhart. Fullhart with it to the top of the key for Ellison. Ellison holding, skips it across for Hurst. Hurst drives in. She gives it up for High check, and High check gets the basket. That's an assist for Carly Hurst. High check gets her first points of the night. Carly playing really well right now for Fergus Falls, trying to get a little bit of a spark here. Here's Hennessy. She's going to turn it over. High check goes down to the ground to get it. She's now going to be tied up. It's going to be a turnover. The Otters just not able to rip through some of that contact, and they've had a couple of jump balls in the ball game. So the Otters should have had that ball and did have that ball, and then high check gets tied up, and the alternating possession arrow goes to Alexandria. So the 12th turnover of the game for Fergus. Here's a pass inside for Toole, and she's going to lose it, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Hurst, so Alexandria will keep the basketball. And they're going to have it under their own basket. Fullhart comes out. Presley Warren comes in for the first time tonight. Alexandria to inbound. Here's an inbounds pass to Scholl. Scholl looks inside for Toole. Toole's going to push Ellison out of bounds, and the Otters are going to get the ball on the turnover. Foul on Hadley Toole, her second of the half. That's the second team foul on Alexandria. Fergus Falls to inbound it. Ellison gives it to Warren. Warren now brings it across the timeline. She gives it up for Sternberg. Sternberg now with the ball all the way over to the far corner for Hurst. Hurst dribbles left-handed towards the free throw line. Gives it up for high check. Back to Warren. Back to the right wing for Sternberg. Sternberg backs her way in against Lineau. Cross courts it to Hurst. Hurst is going to drive in, throws it up left-handed, and she's going to be bumped by Chloe Scholl, I believe. It is, and Carly Hurst is going to go to the free throw line. Chloe Scholl picks up her third personal. It's the third team foul for Alexandria in this half. 14:08 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Alexandria leads 49-28. Carly Hurst makes the first free throw. Helscher, the sophomore, checks in for Alexandria for Lineau. Coach Kohler wants to give her a little bit of a rest. Hurst's going to shoot her second free throw, and she misses it. So Carly's missed half of them tonight. She's usually very efficient. You're proficient from the free throw line. She's got 13 on the night. She has been a spark plug for the Otters. She leads them in scoring. Here's a three-pointer for Habla. It's going to be missed, and she tracks down her own rebound, flips it over her shoulder. It's going to be out of bounds. I thought it went off of Hurst, but they're going to give it to Fergus Falls. Craig Samuelson's going to say that it was off of Habla, and now here comes Presley Warren into the front court. She gives it up for Sternberg. Sternberg's long three-pointer is good. Bryn Sternberg with 9 quick points. There's a assist for Presley Warren, and the Otters now have it down to 17, 49-32 on the Park Region scoreboard. 13:30 to go. Second half, Central Lakes girls basketball from Fergus Falls. Chloe Scholl's going to post up. She drives inside, and she's going to draw some contact as she goes to her left side. It's either going to be Ellison or Warren. Looks like it's going to be on Presley. First foul for Presley, second team foul for Fergus Falls, and Chloe Scholl goes to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. Scholl makes the first one. She's got 7 points in the game for Alexandria. Reminder, West Central Ag Air is your local Peterson Farms and LG seed supplier. And the right choice to defend your crops is West Central Ag Air. Scholl makes the second free throw. She's got 8 points in the game. Cardinals lead at 51-32. Alexandria's Wendy Kohler wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with her. This timeout is sponsored by Lake Region Healthcare.
Systems can be frustrating. Don't take it out on the printer. Let Liberty Business Systems simplify the chaos. With automated printing services and flexible contracts, you'll never feel frustrated or stuck with your business systems. Liberty Business Systems.
Transparent, flexible, fearless.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Welcome back to Fergus Falls. The Otters trail the Cardinals 51-32, but they've closed the gap a little bit since halftime. Bryn Sternberg has come alive with 3 three-pointers. The Otters trying to get something going here as they try to break the press. They do. Sternberg gets it up for her. She kicks it back up for Ellison. Cross court for Hychek. Another three for Sternberg on the way. This one's not going to go in. Presley Warren gets the rebound. She's going to be fouled. And a big rebound for Presley. Really strong rebound, and the girls are excited about that. She's coming off the bench. Presley's a 5'8" freshman, wearing number 31. She's going to go to the line to try to get her first points of the ball game. Her first free throw is good, so Presley Warren on the board for her first point. Fullhart checks back in for Fergus Falls. Presley to the line to shoot her second. And it's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Scholl. Scholl gets it up. Here's a quick pass for Miller in the corner, and she's wide open. Again, we talked about that in the pregame. A transition in the second half killed us down at Alexandria. And there's just one pass down to the corner. Cam Miller wide open. Knocks down the three, and the lead's back up to 21. Cross-court pass now by Warren is going to be a turnover. It's stolen by Helscher. 13 turnovers for the Otters. Miller now drives baseline. She flips it back in. Helscher catches it from 6 feet and knocks it down. McKinley Helscher gets her 5th point of the game. And Alexandria back up now 23, 56-33. Cross-court pass for Ellison for 3 is no good. Carly Hurst gets the rebound. She's trying to clear out of the traffic in the middle, and now Cam Miller is going to come up with a loose ball, and they're going to call a jump ball. I believe the Otters are going to get that. Into the ball game for Alexandria is Leinau. She replaces Helscher. And the Otters are going to keep the basketball on the far sideline. Ruby Ellison's going to inbound it. Sternberg goes to get it near the midline. Sternberg passes to the left side for Warren. Warren now to the right side for Ellison. Hurst now drives towards the free throw line, gives it up to Ellison, and it's going to be a turnover for Ruby. Toole's going to steal it, go coast to coast for the basket. Hadley Toole's just got another gear on the floor. She stole that and seemed like she was just gliding, but she got to the basket before anybody else did, got the point. And it's back up to a 25-point lead for Alexandria. 11:39 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. 58 for Alec, 33 for Fergus Falls. Presley Warren drives in. She's going to have trouble over there with Scholl and Toole. And it's going to be a jump ball. And that's going to result in a turnover for Fergus Falls as Warren is tied up. Hychek and Keel come in for Fergus Falls. Carly Hurst kind of limped out there. Hopefully she's okay. Bella Anderson already limped off the floor tonight. She's sitting on the end of the bench, I think, with an ice pack either on her knee or her ankle. Here's a little slip screen for Toole. She misses, tips it back out for Miller. Miller now is going to drive inside. She's got it in the lane, kicks it out for Leinau. Leinau to Scholl. Back out to Leinau from 27 feet. She drills it. Leinau with a three-pointer, and that was a deep one. And her and Hadley have both just shot the ball so well the last few times that they've played us. They're two good players, both going to play in college. Alexandria leads now 61-33. Keel with the ball, picks up the dribble. She's going to be stuffed in the corner. She finally flips it out for Hychek. Hychek over to the left wing for Ellison. Ellison drills a three. Another assist for Julia Hychek. Ruby Ellison makes her second three of the game. She has 6 points, and it's 61-36. Habla now drives against Hychek. She stops, spins to her left, and nails one from 10 feet. Really, really nice move there by Ali Habla. The transition now is Hychek for Fergus Falls. She's going to weave through a couple of defenders. Over to the right side for Ellison. To the left side for Keel. Back for Ellison. To the left baseline for Fullhart. Fullhart's going to shoot from about 18 feet, and it's an air ball. Toole's going to glide her way down the floor. Throws a pass for Habla. Habla throws it nearly out of bounds, but Miller saves it. Kicks it out for Leinau. Now Leinau kicks it inside, and Toole gets the basket. Nearly 3 turnovers for Alexandria on that trip, but none of them happened, and the result is a layup for Hadley Toole. Now here's a turnover as Miller takes it away from Sternberg. Sternberg's going to go down and foul Miller to prevent the layup. Cam Miller is going to go to the line for Alexandria to shoot 2. Sternberg is going to come up with the foul. That's going to be her third foul of the game. That's the third one for the Otters. The Otters trail 65-36, 9:38 on the Park Region scoreboard. Camry Miller at the line for Alexandria. Camry's had a nice little run off the bench for Alexandria tonight. That is her second free throw that she's made. She's 2 for 3. Carly Hurst comes back into the game for Fergus Falls, and Presley Warren is back in as well. Bryn and Ruby are going to go out. Miller misses the second free throw, and now here's Hurst bringing it up the floor for Alexandria. Over to the right side for Highcheck. Highcheck with the crossover dribble. She's going to kick to the corner, right corner for Hurst. Hurst guarded in the man-to-man by Hennessy. Hurst now picks up her dribble, gets it into the corner for Warren. Warren back to the top of the key for Highcheck. Highcheck's going to drive left-handed, slid a little bit, turned around and shot it right-handed, missed. Hurst tried for the rebound, didn't get it. Now Hobble is in transition. Kate Hennessy kicks it out for Lineau. Lineau's three is on the way, no good. Rebounded by Presley Warren. Presley's going to bring it up. She throws a skip pass for Keel. Keel has it knocked away, and Carly Hurst ends up coming down with it. Highcheck with the ball, back out for Warren. Presley's going to drive inside. She throws to the corner for Highcheck. To the top for Fullhart. The Otters try to get organized. Right wing now is Presley Warren. A little cut to the baseline for Hurst. She tries to create some space. She does. She's going to go to the line. She's fouled by Cam Miller. Cam Miller gets the foul. It's her second foul. That's the fifth team foul for Alexandria, and Carly Hurst is going to go back to the line. And Carly's first free throw rings in and out. And Carly with a rare night at the free throw line. She's missed 6 free throws tonight. Sternberg comes back in for Highcheck. Carly's going to shoot another free throw. And that free throw is good for Carly Hurst. She's got her 14th point of the ball game. Otters trail 66-37. Helsher now into the game for Alexandria. To the left side for Hennessy. To the top for Lineau. Lineau to the left corner for Lauren Byer. Byer picks up her dribble. Backdoor cut for Helsher, and she's going to be fouled by Presley Warren. Presley's going to pick up her second foul. Kinley Helsher, the sophomore, is going to go to the free throw line for a couple for Alexandria. Midwest Printing is your local partner for quality printing. Visit Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls. Helsher gets the first free throw to go in. She now has 6 and 7 points as she makes both free throws in that trip. Alexandria leads 68-37 on the Park Region scoreboard. Reminder, the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show is coming up, and then the Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics player of the game. That's on the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. Otters are going to take a timeout. They're going to take a full timeout, so we're going to take a minute break here. This timeout is brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
Olson Oil Card Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Card Express, supporting Otter sports.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Back at Fergus Falls High School, Alexandria Cardinals lead the Fergus Falls Otters 68-37. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the second half. Did get an update from Bob Roars that game down in West Central. At the half, Park Christian leads West Central area 39-22 in boys basketball action. Here's a drive by Presley Warren. She's going to be knocked to the ground pretty hard. Not sure who that foul is on. It's going to be on Scholl. That's number 4 on Scholl. Habla is going to come back in probably to replace her. So is Toole. Presley Warren's going to line. She was down for a few seconds but popped up, and I think she's doing okay, and she's going to go to the free throw line. And she misses that free throw. And Habla and Toole do come in, and they replace Leinau and Scholl. Presley Warren to shoot her second free throw. And that one is good. So Presley gets her second point of the night on her second free throw made. Ruby Ellison's going to check back in. Good little run there by Presley. Provided a little bit of a spark for Fergus Falls. The Otters still trail by 30. Alexandria's been very aggressive, very efficient tonight. Here's Habla with a kick out to the corner for Lauren Byer. Her three is on the way, no good. There's Toole for the rebound. She gets blocked by Ellison. And Ellison now with the ball, and she's going to get trapped in the corner, but they're going to call a block, I think, on Toole. So Hadley gets her third foul of the game. It's also her third foul of the half. That's 7 fouls on Alexandria, and Ruby Ellison is going to go to the free throw line. Ruby to the line for the first time tonight, and she misses. Otters not shooting the ball very good at the free throw line tonight. Byer now in transition, kicks it out for Habla for 3. She misses. A lot of contact under the basket. This a lot of stuff away from the ball in this game between these two teams. Here's a pass inside for Toole, and she had pinned Fullhart's hand under her arm and kind of turned with her. Official Chuck Ross is going to say that that foul occurred on the ground before the spin, so that's going to be the first foul on Hattie Fullhart. Not sure what's going on with Hattie there. I think she got her arm kind of wrenched, and now Presley Warren's going to come right back in for Hattie. And well, maybe she's actually bleeding on her leg, I'm not sure. Alexandria gets the inbound. Presley Warren gets her hand on it. It's going to be a turnover for Alec. And it's knocked by Presley, but Ellison ended up getting it. Now Presley Warren gets on the drive. She drives left side and brings it back out to the top of the key for Hurst now. Here's a 22-footer for Sternberg, comes up short. Habla is going to take it out of bounds, I think. They're going to call it out on Hurst. Could have probably had a foul maybe on Hurst there anyway, but Carly was not happy with the direction that official pointed. Alexandria now has the ball. Helscher with it on the top of the key over to the right side for Habla. Habla looking for Hennessy, doesn't, skips it cross court for Helscher. Helscher's going to drive right-handed, go to the basket, she's going to be fouled. Helscher got the center drive. Carly gave up the middle drive there and ended up coming back to foul McKinley Helscher. I think that foul was on Hurst. It was on the scoreboard, and that's what he signaled. And that's going to be actually the first foul on Carly Hurst. Reese Keel's going to come out. High check comes in. Helscher makes the free throw. She has 8 points now in the game. She's made all 3 of her free throws. And McKinley will get a second free throw, and she misses that one. Carly Hurst comes down with the rebound for Fergus Falls. We come into the front court, and there's going to be a foul called on 23 Miller. And now we're going to go to the line. Wendy Cole are not happy about the calls, but they've been physical all night, Alexandria has. That's 18 fouls against Alexandria. They've been very physical on the ball. So Hurst is going to go to the line for 1-and-1. She makes the first one. Carly making 2 in a row now. She has 15 points in the ball game to lead Fergus Falls. Her second free throw is true. And Carly's made her last 3 now. 16 points in the game. It's 69-40 on the Park Region scoreboard, just under 6.5 minutes to go in the second half. Here's a pass inside for Scholl. Scholl's going to cross-court it to Leinau. Leinau tries to drive, can't do it. Cut off nicely there by Presley Warren. Pass to the left side for Miller, now inside for Scholl. Scholl's going to lose her footing, but kicks it out for Leinau. And Lineau hits another three, this one from about 24 feet. And she has some range, and that's 11 points now for Lineau, and Alexandria leads 72-40. Sternberg having trouble with the ball. Cam Miller chasing her down. I'm going to call over and back there. I'm not sure. I didn't see who touched it last before it went over the midline, but Chuck Ross seemed pretty confident about the call. Sternberg was the first one to touch it in the backcourt, and it's going to be a turnover for Fergus Falls. Abela to Toole, inside for Scholl. Scholl's going to spin. Lost control of the dribble. Now Habla drives, kicks it back to the opposite side for Miller. Miller gets 2 feet in the paint. The ball's going to be tipped off of Fergus, then off of Toole, and it's going to be a turnover for Alexandria. I have them for 8 turnovers in the game. And now official Noah Glad goes down and overrules Chuck Ross. And they're going to give the ball to Alexandria, saying Fergus Falls was the last one. Well, here's a quick inbounds pass, and the official didn't see it, but Hadley Toole made a step to her left and then pushed Ruby Ellison out of the way, went to the basket, got the pass, and the foul was called on Ruby Ellison. Ellison's going to pick up her second foul. Crafty little play there, very subtle for Hadley Toole. She misses the free throw, however. And she's going to get a second free throw. And that one is good. Toole with 29 points, leads all scorers in the game. Kate Hennessy comes in to replace Chloe Scholl. The Otters will bring it up, trailing 73-40 on the Park Region scoreboard. 5:35 to go here in the second half. Sternberg with the ball. She drives over to hand off to Warren. Warren's going to drive in. Full speed, goes down the lane line, and she's going to be fouled by Hennessy. Presley's come in and had some determination here. She's going to go to the line. Hennessy's going to get the foul for Alexandria. You can see called it on Cameron Miller. So Miller gets her third. Regardless, Presley Warren at the line and makes her first free throw. It's her third point of the game. Helscher checks in for Alexandria for Habla. Warren goes to the line to shoot her second free throw. And it's good. Presley is now 3 for 4 at the line. She has 4 points in the ball game. Lineau now with the ball for Alexandria. Kate Hennessy down the lane line. It's going to be blocked by Julia Highcheck. Turnover for Alexandria. Pass up for Warren. Warren on the left wing, works to the right side, gets it to the right wing for Highcheck. Her three-pointer is on the way. It's no good. She's going to chase it down, but she's going to foul Lauren Byer. That's going to be free throws for Alexandria. Highcheck gets her second foul. And to the line goes the 5'7" junior Lauren Byer. Byer's going to shoot her first free throw of the night. Lauren played significant action last year for Alexandria, but missed it. A better part of this season is just starting to see significant action now for Alexandria. Had a knee injury. Lauren makes both. She has 2 points on the night. 75-42 on the Park Region scoreboard. 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Alexandria Cardinals lead the Otters. Here's Ruby Ellison. Dribble handoff, Sternberg from 24 feet. Goes up over the scoreboard and gets knocked out of bounds by a high check, and it's going to go over to Alexandria. Substitutions in now is Riley Byer for Alexandria. Cam Miller's in the ballgame. Chloe Scholl's in. Habla's in. Hadley Toole's in. Fergus Falls. Yep, here's Habla with the drive down the lane, and she goes all the way in. Nobody steps up to stop her. She gets her 6th point of the ball game. Presley Warren now for Fergus Falls. She's going to kick to the right side, right wing for Sternberg. Sternberg going to try to back Byer in. She goes to her left hand, and she flips it up with her right hand and makes the basket. Sternberg with 11 points in the second half. That's her first 2-point field goal. She has 11. Habla now for Alexandria, kicks it off for Scholl. Scholl's going to drive, flips it inside Toole misses. She had Hurst on her hip. She's going to kick it out for Miller. Miller shoots a three. It's no good. It's rebounded by Sternberg. Sternberg with her third rebound. She brings it up the floor now. Goes to the left side for Warren. Warren's going to shoot from three. We got a foul underneath. Hadley Toole's going to be called away from the ball. And it's going to be the fifth foul on Hadley Toole. All 5 fouls in the second half. You don't see that very much. And a lot of stuff happening, as I mentioned earlier, away from the ball. And I'm not saying that anybody's a dirty player, but there has been a lot of contact. It's gotten pretty chippy here, especially in the second half. Hurst goes to the line. She makes her first free throw of this trip. She now has 17 points in the ball game. I think that's a career high for Carly, actually. She makes both free throws now as she gets rolling, and she's now made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free throws in a row. She has 18 points to lead all Otter scorers in this game. 77-46, comfortable lead for Alexandria. Just under 2:50 to go here in the second half. Habla dribbles up into the front court. She's going to pick up her dribble just outside the lane line. Now she gets it back on the baseline, kicks it inside, and it's going to be a kicked ball by Fergus Falls. So inbound on the baseline, Alexandria will, under their own basket. McKinley Helsher is going to inbound for Alexandria. She gets it out for Habla now at the left wing. Habla picks up, cross-courts it for Helsher to the top of the key. Helsher backs it out towards the big FF logo, drives towards the left wing, gets it back up for Scholl. Scholl's going to drive in, goes to her left hand, misses, and a rebound by Hychek. Hychek gets rebound number 3. And now Sternberg bringing it into the front court for Fergus Falls. Bryn does a little crossover, guarded by Cam Miller. And she's going to be fouled by Cam as she attacks the basket. Camry Miller's going to get the foul. Sternberg's going to go to the free throw line. Camry Miller gets her 4th foul. It's 10 team fouls on Alexandria, or 10 plus. Sternberg at the line. Bryn makes her first free throw. That's actually her first free throw of the night. She's got 12 points in the game. Got some substitutes for Alexandria. Scotland Brown comes in. You have Kendra Wolf into the game now also for Alexandria. And Riley Byer. Sternberg makes the second free throw. She's got 13 points all in the second half as Bryn was held scoreless. Here we go. Reese Keel back into the game, and also Morgan Welly in for the Otters, her first action, and there's Ari Kruger as well. Riley Byer with it on the right wing for Alexandria. To her sister Lauren Byer. Now Helsher drives down the lane line. She flips it back outside for Lauren Byer. Her three-pointer is no good. It's going to be chased down by Presley Warren. Presley with the ball on the right wing. She's going to back it up for a little curl screen for Hychek. Hychek goes in, puts it up off the backboard and misses. Gets her own rebound, then goes up left-handed, misses. Tries to get a rebound again and doesn't. So 2 rebounds for Hychek, 2 missed shots there. The Otters come up empty-handed, and we are now under a minute to go. 77-48, Alexandria leads on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's a pass across the other side. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover, and that's going to be the 10th for Alexandria in the game. Substitution into the ball game for Alexandria. And now here comes Presley Warren. Number 3 is Greta Kelly for Alexandria. It's her first time in the game. Morgan Welly with the ball, gets it to the right side for Hychek. Back out for Warren. Warren is going to drive in against Byer. She's going to be stopped, kicks it back out. Keel with it now at the top of the key. Reese is going to drive in. She's going to kick it back out for Warren. Game clock is running out, and it does run out. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. Our final score on the Park Region Telecom scoreboard, Otters 48, Alexandria 77. Park Region service beyond the connection. Up next, please stay tuned for the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show right here on 1250 KBRF.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Otter Tail Minn-Dakota Coaches has been the trusted name in transportation for 50 years. Safety, service, and dependability are at the heart of every journey. From local routes to nationwide trips, rely on Otter Tail Coaches for a ride you can trust.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Scott DeBrito. I had the privilege of wearing the Otter uniform. Today, I have the privilege of representing FM Bank here in Fergus Falls. Show your Otter pride with our Otter debit card. Stop in and see us or visit our website at mybankfm.com.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI. Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
Welcome back to Fergus Falls High School. Nikhil with you. Derek Sidian running the video tonight. Quick moving second half as the Otters had a chance. They got it down to 20 or maybe even 19 once or twice, but Alec quickly built that lead back up. They win going away 77-48 over the Fergus Falls Otters tonight. This is the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. We're going to go through the statistics real quickly, then we'll take a break, then we'll take a look at some of the other area scores on the night. The Alexandria Cardinals end up with 77 points. They had 10 turnovers on the night. Lauren Byer had 2 points. Hadley Toole, an outstanding performance tonight. The South Dakota State Jackrabbit commit scored 29 points. McKinley Helsher came off the bench to have 8 for Alexandria. Chloe Scholl had 8. Macy Alino had 11. Cam Miller came off the bench to score 7 for Alexandria. Allie Hobler scored 6. Kate Hennessy with 6 points for Alexandria as well. For Fergus Falls, the goal tonight was 12 turnovers or less. I had him for 17 unofficially. Highcheck scored 2 points for the Otters, had 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Reese Keel had an assist and 2 points tonight. Carly Hurst with her best game as an Otter offensively anyway. I had her unofficially for 6 rebounds, 18 points and an assist. Bella Anderson was injured early in the second half, had a couple rebounds, did not score tonight. Hopefully she's doing okay. I haven't seen her around. She was on the end of the bench, I think, with an ice pack. Hopefully she'll be okay. She was able to walk off the floor under her own power. Bryn Sternberg held scoreless in the first half, scored 13 in the second. Had her unofficially for 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Ruby Ellison with a couple of threes, scored 6 points. Hattie Fullhart made 3 free throws for 3 points, had a couple of rebounds. Presley Warren came off the bench to score 4 to close out the scoring for Fergus Falls. They trailed 44-17 at halftime. They lose 77-48. This is the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. We'll be back after checking with our sponsors. You're listening to Otter Girls Basketball on KBRF.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you
where to eat.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton. There's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Welcome back to the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. Nick Keel with you, Derek Sidian running the video production. Tonight, the Otters lose 77-48 to Alexandria in Central Lakes girls basketball action. Just a little update, the college game for tomorrow, M State hosting Anoka Ramsey, has been moved to Sunday, and that'll be, I think the times are the same. Craig Olson will have the call on that on 977 FM. Looks like 12:55 for the pregame for the women, 2:55 pregame for the men. That's 977 on Sunday with Craig Olson. Just want to take a quick look at the scores in the area tonight. Once again, the Otters lose 77-48. This is the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. Take a quick look at boys' scores. Brandon Evansville beat Battle Lake boys tonight 75-40. Holly was leading Breckenridge 28-20. That was a first half score. Border West beat Hillcrest Lutheran Academy boys 45-44. Sartell beat Ricori 60-45. And I don't have, let's see, Underwood leading Parker's Prairie with 4 minutes to go, 82-51. And looks like West Central area came back against Park Christian, at least on the score feed. That was a 35-22 game at halftime. Park Christian now leads West Central 54-52. Bob Roars has that call. Yeah, 96.5, I think, Bob Roars tonight. And that game is in West Central area. On the girls' side, let's see. Bertha Hewitt girls beat Battle Lake 59-48. Breckenridge beat Holly 73-68. Pelican Rapids, with under a minute to go in the game, is leading Hillcrest 65-49. Ricori beating St. Cloud Crush 55-41 with just a few minutes left to go in that ball game. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to name our Quality Toyota Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. You're listening to Otter Girls Basketball on KBRF.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Olson Oil Card Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Card Express, supporting Otter sports. The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Scott DeBrito. I had the privilege of wearing the Otter uniform. Today, I have the privilege of representing FM Bank here in Fergus Falls. Show your Otter pride with our Otter debit card. Stop in and see us or visit our website at mybankfm.com.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. Nick Keel with you here, KBRF, 12:50 a.m. Just want to do a quick check. We're back for the Quality Toyota Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. This game, Quality Toyota Player of the Game t-shirts are brought to you by Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized printing or printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics is in Fergus Falls. You can call them at 218-998-4027. Well, Carly Hurst, as mentioned, was a real spark for the Otters tonight. She ended up with 18 points. She had 6 rebounds and 2 assists, so she is our Quality Toyota Player of the Game. For screen printing and embroidery on custom apparel with the best in personal service around, contact Lake Country Graphics at 1222 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 218-998-4027. Carly Hurst, the Quality Toyota Lake Country Graphics Player of the Game. Thank you for joining me here on KBRF, the Fergus Now app, and the KBRF YouTube channel. Thank you, Derek Sidian, for producing the video. Thank you to all our sponsors for letting us cover these Otter girls and local area basketball games here on KBRF and all the Layton radio stations. Nick Keel and Derek Sidian saying so long from Fergus Falls.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRFradio.com video streaming production. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company and your Otter Tail Power Company pregame show. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeouts. Oxted Plumbing and Heating with your game time and temperature. Viking Cafe and Fergus Falls Apothecary with your keys to the game. Olson Oil Card Express and your Olson Oil Card Express postgame show. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota Player of the Game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Idaho County AIS Task Force. Liberty Business Systems. Service Food of Fergus Falls Monument. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Otter Tail Coaches and FM Bank